Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another fine week of Overdrive. It's your boy, the PNG of Power, Mr. Elias Storm. And with me, as always, is the manager of champions, Stanley Brewer. Stanley, how we feeling tonight?
Listen, I'm feeling great, all right, because over on my show, we got one hell of a main event, but overall, both world champions are in action tonight. I mean, that's already big news in of itself, but oh my god, the camera went out right here and now. Well, you know what? That's okay, because we're going to go ahead and get into our big announcement. If I can get a drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge trade has gone down at the offices of OCW. Rhea Ripley, Sami Zayn, and Ruby Soho are officially members of the White brand. But Rhea Ripley was the top women selected, and Ruby and Sami were high picks of themselves. So, we got some high caliber talent come to the Orange brand in Claudio Big Stromboli, Apollo Crews, Shayna Baszler, and Mia Yim. Now, Elias, I want you to kind of take me through what your thought process was with this trade on your end of things.
Okay, so obviously, Judgment Day is on Glory. Judgment Day is currently killing the game on Glory. You know, Finn Balor is the brand new international champion, 2/3 of the way to being the first ever Triple Crowner. Dom and Priest have a rematch for the titles tonight. Why not add Rhea back to the brand she deserved to be on in the first place? Let her climb the rankings and challenge Becky so that the Judgment Day can prove they rule all of OCW. And along the way, I was like, Sami Zayn is a very good friend of Kevin Owens, Mr. Break the Ceiling. I'm sure they would love to go after the tag team championships again. And I just think Ruby Soho deserves a little bit better, personally. Obviously, I love Apollo. I love Mia and Shayna, but they've been kind of treading water since Shayna and Mia lost in the eliminated tournament, respectively. And also, Shayna failing to capture the women's championship. She won a match not too long ago, but I think, honestly, some fresh competition for both of them is just the right move. And I don't know, Claudio was leaving, and Apollo said, you know what? I never got that one-on-one match with him, so I wanted to go with him. So I said, you know what? All right, cool. Trade's finalized. Make it happen.
Yes, sir. And then, on my end of things, Claudio, Shayna Baszler, two superstars I absolutely wanted on my brand, but unfortunately just didn't quite cut it in the draft. And of course, you got Claudio just a little bit before I wanted him. That's on me for undervaluing him, as everybody has done throughout his career. But also undervalued, Apollo Crews, Mia Yim. And in OCW, we're all about giving those who deserve it but never got that chance the big opportunity. We have a whole briefcase concept around that, pretty much. All four of these people, I thought, would fit great over on the Orange brand, but it did pain me a little bit, because I'm getting rid of three competitors who have seen their fair share of action on the Orange brand. Of course, Rhea Ripley, she's had multiple opportunities at the women's title. Ruby Soho very recently was in that defiant ladder match after a win over Io Sky. And Sami Zayn very, very recently was in the House Open, but of course came up short. Brody King made the little boys and girls of Tijuana very, very sad that day. But nonetheless, these were our terms. We agreed to them, and now we have to live with them for better and for worse. Speaking of for better and for worse, Elias, let's get into your card for tonight.
Absolutely. We've got tag team action opening up the card here tonight. Women's tag team action, to be specific, looking for the next challengers for the Odd Couples Women's Tag Team Championships. We've got Gigi Dolan and JC Jane of Toxic Attraction taking on The Way. And I, for one, think that Indy and Candice, we're a couple moves away from becoming the first ever champions. It just didn't work out that way, and I think that they can earn their way back to that spot. Next up, we've got the Battle of the Alexanders. Cedric Alexander and Josh Alexander will be battling for not only each other's respect, but the potential to move up in the rankings in the first ever finisher match in the history of Overdrive Championship Wrestling.
Ignore the misspelling, it's not my fault.
Successfully hit their finisher. Damn it, Greg. will be the winner.
uh,
Next up, we have a showcase match featuring 4 absolutely talented women looking to climb up the rankings for that elusive, glorious women's championship that Becky Lynch has in an absolute chokehold. We've got Bianca Belair taking on Cora Jade, Jordan Grace, and the newly debuting for the white brand, Ruby Soho. Next up, in a match that I am quite excited to see, we have a Overdrive World Championship Eliminator match. Ricochet won that ladder match earlier this month, and because of that, I think the best opportunity for him will be taking on the brand new Overdrive World Champion in the Big Guy Otis in an eliminator match. If Ricochet wins, he gets the championship opportunity. Next up, we've got a backstage brawl. It's Edge versus Roman Reigns in a heated rematch. These guys have not seen hide nor hair of each other since they both left WWE to come to Overdrive. And I'm for one very excited to see what happens in that match tonight.
will they actually go backstage? That's the question.
Yeah, fair enough.
Last backstage brawl was so brutal, they didn't even go back there. Sorry.
In our main, no, you're fine. For the, I want to say first time ever. For the first time ever, we've got a rematch of the Judgment Day, now featuring Dominic Mysterio taking on the Creed brothers in an elimination tag team tornado tables match. It's going to be carnage. Bodies are going to be flying, and you don't have to put not one, but both of your opponents through a table to walk out glorious tag team champions. I, for one, am very, very excited for the absolute carnage that will be this match.
And you know, I may not be as excited for your brand as I am mine, but it is another great action-packed night of OCW wrestling. And now while I unprofessionally try to fix my camera, we will get into the action prior. Elias, I will be listening, but you're on your own for the next 45 seconds.
Oh, 45 seconds of absolute domination. Ladies and gentlemen, Toxic Attraction will be making their way to the ring separately. God damn it, GG, JC, we've talked about this. We do not have the budget for you to continuously make your way. Whatever, it's not important. Anyway, Gigi Dolan, to me, is a bona fide future star in this women's division, and I think this is a very pivotal step, not only for her, but JC as well, and even Mandy, to take Toxic Attraction to the next level, to all be champions, and to do that, they've got to beat the weight here tonight. Gigi and JC obviously have had their moments of dissension, but they've decided to come back together here in Overdrive, and I'm for one thankful for it, because week after week, they put on absolute bangers and matches, win or loss, and I'm excited to see if they can try and build a little bit more momentum by knocking out the way and securing themselves a future opportunity, maybe, at the Women's Tag Team Champion.
And I'm still very much working on things, but we have not seen Toxic Attraction as a team in a long time. I don't think we've actually seen Gigi and JC with Mandy Rose on this brand yet. Mandy, she's been in the showcase match or two. She's had opportunities at championships. She teamed with somebody else for that women's tag tournament, and yet, here are the, I guess, quote unquote tag team of Toxic Attraction back together. But do you think maybe there's some dissension with Mandy seemingly not showing up?
I think Mandy Rose knows that her girls have got this. Like, she obviously, on multiple occasions, have let Gigi and JC do what they do best, and that's put on a performance. They're 2-time women's tag team champions for a reason, And obviously, there's not really, I don't think there's ever been a need for 3 women to be in the ring on the same side yet in the promotion. Honestly speaking, there's no such thing as 6-man tag team titles yet in women's or men's competition. I mean, maybe in the future, so I don't necessarily know if it's necessary. Maybe for War Games, obviously Toxic Attraction is the most complete team right now. And maybe they find an opportunity to set themselves up for a Survivor Series match early. Who knows?
Maybe so. Also, everybody, ignore the man in front of the green screen. He is merely an illusion. And anyways, here comes and they're also not doing their, god damn it. Why is everybody going into business for themselves in this business? I hate it. I hate it. Stop it.
I don't know.
Get some help.
But clearly, we need to have a conversation with Greg our road producer and also our graphics guy, who's clearly just letting everybody do whatever the hell they want in the back.
And the man who takes the blame for everything. It's not our fault whatsoever. We are simply blameless victims in this establishment. But regardless of that, it's been a bit of a tough road for the Way. Even when they qualified for the tag team title match at Defiance, I believe individually Indy and Candice losing singles matches, and then of course Candice tapping out middle of the ring. Indy was just a smidge too late, and I think more than anything, they want to get back in that winner's column because they need something to feel good about.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, the Poison Pixie, Candice LeRae, and Indy Hartwell, are pivotal members of this brand, and they've got all the potential in the world, not only to be tag team champions, but singles champions as well. But it's just sometimes you lose a couple matches. You go on a losing streak, you got to climb your way back to the top, and I definitely think the Way has the potential to do that. But you can say the same thing about Toxic Attraction, who's had just a little bit more success. And I don't know. It's weird. Like I don't know what each of these four women are missing to like truly catapult them to the next level, to be able to challenge for it and maybe even beat not only Charlotte and Asuka, but Becky.
But, as we always say here in Overdrive, it's all about momentum. It's about taking advantage of opportunities. And, of course, opportunities are always about an OCW. This one, no different.
What a suplex there.
That was nasty. And, well, Gigi's like, you know what? That's all for me. And rightfully so. That was absolutely beautiful. And Candice whipped on that. And I think she might be a little drowsy from that.
Absolutely. Toxic Attraction immediately showing why they, as a tag team unit, are damn near impossible to beat.
And Jason now maybe looking for a neck breaker. Ooh, wow. And, she's going high risk. And is she looking to take Candice down already? Elbow drop.
What an elbow drop there.
And now tag back into Gigi.
Frequent tags by Toxic Attraction. This is how not only you divide the ring in half, but wear down your opponent.
Kick to the kidneys, and now, a stomp on the elbow. Gigi showing absolutely no mercy once again, working the arm. Is this Kansas time to get momentum? Though, dropping Gigi on her back.
Sidewalk slam there.
And now, that veteran instinct kicking in for LeRae. Eats a big boot. But did eliminate JC Jane. Of course, that's the key. The tag team matches.
And Indy immediately flying in.
Yeah, Indy, probably was having flashbacks to the tag title match at Defiance. Remember, she was just a smidge too late to save her partner, and that ended up costing them. And I think that, the second Gigi goes for a cover, that moment was playing back in Indy's mind. And of course, you don't want the same thing to happen twice. And Candice running Bulldog
there
on the C and the W, and the Flash will be coming on after this. And here comes Indy.
Much needed break for Candice here. Indy immediately whiffing.
Now, of course, Indy, one of the taller women, of course, has a little bit of a size advantage, but Gigi once again just absolutely showing great form and technique. Russian leg sweep. And,
into the submission maneuver. What? Okay, I see you. Will Indy tap here?
Doesn't look like it. And actually manages to move Gigi's foot on the ropes. Saying, I'm not going to put my foot on the ropes. You're putting your foot on the ropes. Of course, Indy's still very young. Has proven herself. Didn't prove anything.
The big boot there. Gigi misses as well.
I think they both went for grapples there, and absolutely nothing happened.
Whip.
Wait a second. Deep arm drag.
Super unnecessary arm drag, ladies and gentlemen.
So unnecessary that Indy's going to make her pay. No, actually, Candice is going to make her pay. Candice a little bit fresher. She did take a lot of punishment at the beginning of the match, and I guess she feels the need to loosen up a little bit. And while she loosens up, here comes JC. Maybe a back fist attempt. No go, but now throwing elbows.
Looking for something here. Another running Bulldog.
Oh, no. Using the ropes.
Springboard. What a maneuver.
Springboard Bulldog, the spring dog. I don't know. I didn't take poetry class. And here comes Indy. And Gigi's still on the outside. She is very slow to get up.
Hartwell in the corner now.
What's on the mind? And now JC. Little rope technique
Another
of her own.
arm drag there.
Oh my God.
Cover.
World's best drag of the arm? No.
No, Indy kicks out before Candace can break it.
And JC cannot establish a new finisher for herself, but that's okay. Not everybody needs 5 of them like Moose.
I agree.
But Moose can have as many as he damn well pleases because he's Moose. And oh my goodness, look at the power of Gigi Dolan on display. Snake
Eyes there.
Snake Eyes on the top turnbuckle, no less. And an alley-oop into a pin. Oh, no, not going for the pin. Now going for the pin. I guess a better pin?
1, 2.
The deeper pin gets a 2 count. And Gigi thought that was it. And now possibly trying to end it. What a right by Indy. Followed by another.
Elbows there. What a uppercut.
Indy showing off that power. And wait a minute. Oh, she's
calling
not thinking
for it.
Buckshot? Oh my God!
Oh my God. Springboard donkey kick to the chest there.
Almost gets the pin. JC was a bit slow climbing in, and Indy knows she almost had it.
Oh, well, absolutely on fire right now. Is she looking for it again? No.
She thought twice about it. Thinks she might need something different to win it.
Dropping her.
Big boot!
Oh! What a boot to the face there.
Indy continuing to showcase that power, but Gigi, I think she's finally had enough. Trying to look for some kind of comeback. Deep arm drag. Oh, but Indy knocks Gigi on her ass. Oh, what a dodge! That's a freaking Matrix dodge right there.
Dragging her. Will we see a tag maneuver here?
Ooh, Gigi's about to be in a bad way.
Tagging the Candace.
Those are 2 bad women. Oh, tag maneuver. And what's on the mind of the Poison Pixie? Poison Pixie's going to go after Gigi, who got dumped to the outside. Oh, neck first onto the floor. I mean, that's padding. That's padding on concrete. That shit still hurt. I've bumped on that before. I've fallen off of it onto it before. It sucks.
Yeah, definitely not a fan.
I mean, one time I got punched with a pair of brass knuckles and got knocked down on one of those things. I woke up with severe back problems. And Gigi almost with the victory there.
I hope he sued, honestly.
I couldn't. It was a sanctioned wrestling match and blah, blah, blah. AAC, kiss my ass.
Fair enough.
Anyways, Candace now.
Taking her to the ropes now. Choking her out a bit.
I almost thought maybe she was going to try to do the bulldog like on the top rope, like in front of her neck lands on it. That'd be brutal. I think we'd see our first decapitation, which, I mean, I know New Jack nearly killed people like several times in the wrestling ring. I don't know if anyone's died.
Springboard crossbody. A couple of people have died in the wrestling ring. Hopefully that isn't the case here.
No. Listen, we're not going to tell anybody to go up top to the rafters and come down from that, okay?
I wasn't talking about that one, but that is indeed one. There was a one time where Ray went for a 619 in Mexico, and unfortunately the guy.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
I'm not sure if this was like a work angle they did. Oh, whiffed elbow drop or like an actual thing. Because that sounds like an angle. Like Chavo comes back and he's like, Ray, you almost killed me in a match in AAA.
No, definitely no longer with us.
Jesus, okay, well, that got depressing. Let's get back to something that's supposed to make you smile. OCW Wrestling!
Assisted Bronco Buster.
And Indy's in a very bad way. And Gigi a cannonball!
Into a rolling senton there.
And this could be it for Indy.
Oh, she's going.
Sweeps the leg. Oh, and there it goes.
Into submission. Can Candice LeRae break it up? Yes, she can.
And
knowing Indy was in danger there.
And unlike at Defiance, Candice able to save Indy. Gigi strutting her stuff, and actually does not get. Oh well, I mean,
there it is. There's
it was delayed, but Uh-oh,
Oh,
what's Indy thinking? A little Glamazon. Oh,
oh,
standing!
standing glam slam there.
Now Candace is
Tagging
going to
Candace.
tag in, and I was really hoping
We'll
Indy
see
would
a
go for
dive.
the Indy
We
dive.
will.
Woo!
Oh my God. I thought she was going for a tope there, but it turned into a
Suicida DDT, the SDDT by the
wow.
Poison Pixie. That is some indie shit, and I love it. We just need the indie dive. One
I
day.
feel like she's retired the move, but
What? She's never done the move. What do you mean?
I mean, I'm saying maybe she retired the move.
The move never
And
had
she
a
signed
career
it.
to begin with. And, well, wait a minute. Referee at the count of 6.5. 7. Oh, my God. Candice just whiffed. Candice just absolutely whiffed, and the count's going to begin anew.
Gigi going after Indy, but failing.
And Jaycee's going after Candice.
Oh.
Gigi with an indie dive of her own.
Sling Blade almost by Candice LeRae to the outside on Jason Jane here.
And,
As Gigi works over Indy Hartwell.
and she might want to get back in the ring because Candice is right there. Candice going to come in defense of her adopted daughter. Oh, code breaker to the back.
Backstabber, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely
Yeah, that's
crushing of a move.
And Candice, neck first for JC. Candice taking on Toxic Attraction on her own. Neck breaker.
Neck breaker there. The Poison Pixie clearly upset about Gigi going after Indy, and now she pays for it. Super kick to the face there, but she's
Gigi
immediately
upset.
back up. A mother's anger knows no bounds, ladies and gentlemen. Candice LeRae is absolutely on fire.
Oh, God, face first. All 4 women putting up a hell of a fight. Here to open up OCW programming. Face first for the second time.
Irish whip straight into
Candice,
the ring post.
Not again. Not again. Oh, this time into the only legal weapon in OCW and all of wrestling. The barrier. The barricade. The barricade.
Ref on a count of 8
Possible
right now.
count out victory.
Is the way looking for yet another count out victory. Count of 9.
Candice takes care of JC. And
Count of 10.
the way
and
wins
we
it.
do see, honestly, you know what? Not even mad at it.
And the way.
What a match, by the way, here, ladies and gentlemen.
And the
Proving
way
they don't
becomes
need
the winning way.
Or submissions. Absolutely needed win here on behalf of both these women. Candice LeRae showing why she is one of the greatest women's professional wrestlers on the planet, and why she can go toe to toe with any man.
And Indy Hartwell showing off just that raw power and the way, as you said, a much needed victory. And what a way to kick off OCW programming tonight.
Next up, we've got, the finisher match. Hopefully that's not too slow paced. We've got Cedric Alexander taking on Josh Alexander, the walking weapon, against Prime Time himself.
Now it's been a little bit since we've seen Josh Alexander in singles action. Let's see. Last time we saw Josh Alexander in general, he and Breeze lost that tag title number 1 contenders match that the Creed brothers ended up winning. That of course being a tornado tag. I almost want to say we haven't seen Josh Alexander since maybe it was that showcase match where that's in the intro against Keith Lee and Shin. I could be wrong about that, but either way, regardless, it's been a very long time since we've seen Josh Alexander in a singles ring, and Cedric, he's kind of continued the spiral since losing that international title. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, no, it's been tough to watch for sure. But Cedric has, again, all the ability in the world. There's a reason he's the first ever international champion, multiple 5-star match competitor, and I think it's only a matter of time before he steps it back up.
Well, hopefully for your sake he does, but
I mean, I'm just a promoter, my guy, and color commentator. I love Ced, but at the end of the day, it's all about his own ability. Like, there are plenty of guys chopping at the bents in the back to take his spot if he can't, make it work.
Speaking of ability, one of Cedric's great abilities is his finisher, that lumbar check. That's an extremely athletic move. But I am curious because you'll have to refresh me on Josh Alexander's finisher a little bit. But why go with the finisher match for these two guys?
I mean, people have said Weapon X by Josh Alexander and the lumbar check by Cedric Alexander, respectively, are two of the hardest moves to take in all of professional wrestling. And fans on Twitter have moments, and so I'm just curious to see, which one does the deal.
Some of them
And
have a
these
lot
guys
more
agree.
than moments. Some of those guys have a lot more than moments. Let's be real. Oh.
Yeah.
God, there's a lot to love and a lot to hate about the IWC. But that's absolutely besides the point. I don't know if... Have we seen Alexander hit Weapon X? Yep. Again, refresh me. What exactly is Weapon X? What kind of a move is it? Because, I don't pay attention to this brand.
It's a double underhook facebuster.
Ah, Jesus Christ. That sounds painful.
Yeah, there's also the good old-fashioned torture rack spine buster you use with Ethan Page. And there's also the Rusty Nail, which is a spinning tombstone pile driver. He's got a lot. It's a lot of stuff.
I mean, hey, they don't call him the walking weapon for nothing. And the last time that we saw his tag team partner Tyler Breeze was in that 6-man ladder match showcase, which Ricochet won a couple weeks ago, as you mentioned earlier. And of course, Ricochet's got that match with Otis tonight. But does a singles victory for Alexander, does that help his singles stock, his tag team stock, or does it help both? In your opinion?
I just think both. I don't see why Josh winning can't set up what a neck breaker there. Not only momentum from him that he can use his leverage, but momentum for Breeze, because they're a great tag team. I'm sure we'll be seeing Team Canada in action with the tag team again very soon. So I think you just have to take every opportunity you have available to you to prove yourself.
Alexander, the top rope, kick to the head.
What a drop kick there.
Both Alexanders honestly would definitely like to prove themselves. Cedric trying to reprove himself, and Alexander just just trying to prove himself in general, because he's had a bit of a tough go since OCW began. He hasn't quite had that breakthrough period that Cedric has had. Meanwhile, Cedric springboard into a kick to the face.
Springboard into that kick there, detonation. Again, and these are two of the most athletic guys on the roster. Excuse my English. And I think this just goes as a showcase, not necessarily a showcase match, but this is a showcase of their abilities. Cedric Alexander could be, a weekend away from finding a tag team partner. There are guys like Mustafa Ali, who he's very, very close to, or Carmelo Hayes, who are kind of floating by right now. And maybe, this is an opportunity to showcase themselves, to prove that they deserve to be champion. For in Josh's case, first time ever. In Cedric's case, yet again. Well,
it looked like a muscle buster right there by Alexander. Oh, Josh Alexander. Now Cedric the kip up, but immediately absolutely getting demolished. And honestly, you naming all of those tag teams Cedric could be a part of, that's really got my head turning for the next draft. But of course, that's several months away at this point, because we still have to get to our TV pay-per-view Battle Scars coming up in a few weeks. When exactly? And then of course after that we'll have our next pay-per-view event, which we will talk about more in the coming weeks. And wait a second.
Oh,
he got the underhook, but didn't go for the face buster. And Josh Alexander, oh my God. That should have been a finisher right there. Jesus Christ, that was picture perfect.
No, definitely.
Now Alexander, picking up Alexander. And Alexander with a comeback kick, and Alexander's down. But wait, Alexander gets back up, and Alexander gets a big boot for taunting. And Alexander backing off and said he's going to get back into the ring. And, well, maybe is Alexander 2 days? No, he's not. But taking his time, staring down Alexander. But Alexander punched the back. Off the ropes. Drop down. And absolutely nothing. Well, that's a boner deflator right there. That's Alexander. I guess he's pissed off too because he's bringing the fight to Alexander.
Stop it. No,
I know exactly what I'm doing.
all right, Josh. Elbow by Cedric here. What a slap by Josh. Josh from to the corner.
I mean, it's pretty much been Josh's game, since that splash. Oh, but Cedric now.
There he is.
Some corner action. Off the
Springboard.
ropes.
Oh,
Clothesline.
lariat there.
Clothesline lariat. Clariot, we'll call it.
They're the same thing. Working the leg there again. Josh Alexander's legs is the base of most of his power.
Well, wait a second. Getting him up. Oh, no lumbar check though. No lumbar check. Oh, but here's Cedric.
Alexander top rope. Calling for something.
Oh, Cedric. Oh, clothesline of his own. Chopping down the absolute colossal that is Josh Alexander. I mean, God, you look at Alexander, that man really do look like a small bear. I'm not going to lie to you.
Well, he was a part of a tag team called the North. I mean, if that tells you anything about one and a half of the former Canadian duo.
Was that him and Ethan Page?
Correct.
They won a shitload of tag titles together, dude.
Indeed.
Like, when I was compiling, research on all of our people for the draft, I was just like, all right, this promotion, tag titles with Ethan Page. Okay, cool. This promotion, tag titles with Ethan Page. Oh, cool. Impact, tag titles with Ethan Page. I'm like, God damn. Oh, my goodness. What a move by Cedric.
Yeah, what? Impact, Wrestling Cartel, PWG, Fringe. Several tag titles. Cedric looking for something. Oh, step up insecurity there.
And as far as I'm aware, I don't believe the ring matters. But of course, both men, warriors of the mat, students of the game, they probably would want to finish it inside the squared circle itself. And Cedric, is this it? No. Oh wait, yes it is.
Indeed.
Not a lumbar check, but a muscle buster. I guess that's what he told the referee. If the ref called it.
Cedric Alexander. I mean, sometimes wrestlers have more than one finisher. Obviously, Josh Alexander has about 3. So, fair enough. Cedric Alexander picking up some much-needed momentum here tonight, looking to recapture the International Championship. Congratulations to Cedric on winning the first ever finisher match here in Overdrive.
I swear, Overdrive making history every single week, baby. But man, I mean, that was unexpected. I'm expecting the lumbar check, but maybe Josh Alexander, of course, being the size of a small bear, maybe just a little bit too much. As you said, that is one of the harder finishers to take.
Next up, we've got Fatal 4-Way Women's Showcase action as Bianca Belair takes on Cora Jade, Jordan Grace, and the newly arriving Ruby Soho. I, for one, am very excited to see how Ruby fits herself into the A-Brand's women's division.
I mean, how she fits herself into a brand, which Glory is a brand. And this is a brand.
The brand.
And this is a brand that, is very interesting with some of its booking. Last time we saw Jordan Grace, she won. It was in a showcase match on, if I'm not mistaken, it was in the 5th ever edition of Glory. She beat Candice LeRae in a singles match. We haven't seen Jordan Grace since, and we haven't seen Bianca. We haven't seen Bianca since a showcase match, and that was one that actually included Cora Jade, believe it or not.
I like to give my wrestlers time off. My women and men are allowed to wrestle wherever they please, so they have independent bookings. They take time off to go visit their families, go to birthdays, weddings, funerals, because I am a great general manager. So, Jordan and Bianca both took some time off. Montez has been killing it over there. I heard recently he might have turned heel. So she had to go check up on her husband to make sure he was okay with the decision to align himself with the Almighty. he got a whole new wardrobe, and then he got that wardrobe threatened to be taken away because he lost the match. That's a lot of drip, bro. My drip was in question. I'd be terrified too. So she's checking on her man. That's what a good wife does. Same thing with Jordan and my boy Jonathan Gresham. He been getting his ass beat a little bit lately, so she's
Wait,
checking on
Jordan
him.
Grace and Jonathan Gresham are married?
Correct.
I swear to God, so many of these wrestlers are just going to have fucking super children.
That is also true.
Like, I don't think we quite realize, like, people have been memeing about Brock Lesnar's son for years, but, like, we really are, like, about to have a generation of just fucking super wrestlers with all of these wrestlers having babies, man. I swear to God. It's gonna be unfucking real.
Yeah, Cora Jade excitedly making her way to the ring. Obviously, last time we saw Cora was actually, not that long ago. Obviously not being able to pick up that victory against Becky for the women's championship. But she also recently, I want to say right after that, had a match. No, it was last time we saw her, right? Yeah.
Yeah, last time we saw her was at Defiance, but what an absolute hard-hitting brawl that was. Becky Lynch being the victor at the end of the day, but not completely invulnerable. Cora Jade was able to give her a run for her money in the first ever chairs match in OCW history. And I remember those two just kind of fought in this one corner for a very, very long time, both trying to prove who the real man is. And well, the Iron Man ended up being the man of that night. I don't know where
Absolutely.
I was going with that.
No, I think I got what you meant, but no. Again, Becky has that championship in an absolute death grip, but Jordan Grace has been steadily proving herself continuously, and I think with one more win here tonight, she solidified herself as the next contender.
Of course,
for that rematch.
Yep, that as I was saying, that would be the rematch. Of course, she and Becky fought for the belt at Wrestle Mayhem, the very first one. And I want to say Becky had 7 pinfalls in that match. I'll have to go back and look, but
that was a very rough Iron Woman match. But honestly, the numbers don't tell the tape. I feel like Jordan,
the numbers don't lie.
Had multiple opportunities to kind of just rack up pins, but Becky was just always, able to just barely slip out and then counter with some offense. Jordan definitely picked up momentum in the back half of that match, absolutely dominating Becky at moments, but never really got in a position to get a pin. Ruby now making her way to the ring. I'm very excited to see what she has to offer this company, or at least this brand specifically. She's done great work on the orange brand, but I think this is her opportunity to truly excel now that she's on the white brand, as all these women immediately go after somebody. Oh,
I will say it was extremely hard to part ways with Ruby. I'm not going to lie to you, but quite honestly, just with what we have cooking over on the orange brand, I just felt like she just didn't quite fit in with plans. Nothing against her, but I want her to succeed. I want her to do well. So she's going to be one of the few stars that I'm really rooting for here on brand Overdrive Glory, because she is great. Ruby's
everywhere.
Great. The trade, she wasn't traded away because she wasn't great. In fact, if anything, she was part of the trade because of how great she's been. But I wanted her to find success. I really do.
Yeah, I just felt like Shayna and Mia and Ruby and Rhea respectively could use some new competition, some new blood, and I think all 4 of the women will absolutely benefit this trade. Again, Jordan Grace absolutely working over as many people as possible, finally being taken down by Ruby here.
And Ruby taking the fight to Big Mama Pump, possibly one of the strongest women in this match. But the matchup here that really interests me personally is Bianca and Jordan, because Bianca has proven herself to be an absolute powerhouse, throwing Cora Jade with little effort, and here they go.
Yeah, no, obviously these 2 women have been in the ring across from each other not often. They tagged before, able to pick up that win kind of immediately after the results of the blind eliminator. Bianca's picked up wins here, Jordan's picked up wins here, and I definitely can see, like, pound for pound, these 2 are probably the strongest women in all of Overdrive, and I can definitely see them competing for either women's championship multiple times in the future.
And Bianca, I feel like she had to adjust course there a number of times on that very delayed suplex. I think she was originally going for the bat, but Ruby and Jordan got in the way.
Backpack stunner by Jordan there. Now she's working on Bianca.
Oh my goodness!
Planning cover.
This could be it. Nah, Cora Jade said nah.
Again, Jordan Grace just leaving bodies in her wake here. Cora Jade fighting back.
Cora Jade
what
has
a
been
kick
fearless.
By Cora there.
Cora Jade has gone after Jordan Grace multiple times in this match now, and of course, coming off that close loss to Becky, she obviously wants to rebound and rebuild herself, and she could do that right here. Here's the cover. Not even a one ski. Not even
Jordan
a one
breaking
ski.
that up.
Bianca getting back into the ring, and whoa! What a reversal!
Reversing the powerbomb into a roll-up there.
That is the single best reversal roll-up I think I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, Ruby with a knee there.
And Cora eats shit for her troubles, and Ruby had something in mind, but said too much.
Getting planted by Cora there. Jordan.
Oh, big boot.
Boot to the side of the face of Bianca there.
But immediately goes for Cora. Jordan Grace not slowing down, not taking break, not passing go, but still collecting $20.
Running sit-out powerbomb by Ruby into a bulldog by Jordan here. Again, Grace is everywhere and yet nowhere at the same time.
Oh my god, the ref just took a bump. The ref just got Papa H'd. The ref got Papa H'd by Cora. That might have been accidental. Head scissors! Holy shit.
Poison Rana by Ruby there. Another knee to Cora. Jordan flexing for the crowd.
And Cora, she hit Shannon! Oh my god, there's the cover! One! Wait, slow count! Oh
ref,
my god!
Yeah,
the refs were covering from the Papa H. The refs were covering from Papa H? No.
I think she definitely screwed Cora for that sledgehammer shot. I don't blame her.
It was the Papa H.
Come on, bro. I know.
I have my cannon, you have yours, and yours is just a head cannon.
I know a work when I see one, my boy.
That one worked. That was a shoot. Oh my god. And there's absolutely chaos. And looking for Jaded again? No. Oh my god. Package pile driver. Oh my god. That was sick, though. Now,
Cora absolutely flying across the ring.
She's got the sledgy. The Papa H to the stomach.
I'd take that Tony Khan and hit the ref again personally after screwing me with that count. But
what are you talking about? It's Papa H.
That's the Tony.
No, it's not the Tony. If Ruby gets it, it's the Tony, aka the Papa Khan. If Jordan gets it, it's I don't know, Papa Morella. No, Papa Dreamer.
Wild.
Papa Dreamer. And Ruby, suplex. And Jordan, she didn't quite hit it, but she's very close to that bat. And Cora, probably the only wise one, getting a little bit of just dealing with a breather and taking the rope with her. And the rope,
great.
The rope might have stopped her because now Ruby laying on the kicks. And Jordan, into the barricade.
Into the barricade, and all professional wrestling.
The only legal weapon, but all weapons legal here. Jordan paying respects to the OG. And Jordan, oh no. Oh god. Absolute savagery here at ringside. Only one person is seemingly conscious at a time. Bianca with a clothesline. And Cora, oh god, sends her into the steps. Tries to shake her ass. Jordan puts her back in the ring. And then takes out Ruby onto the Papa Dreamer. Jesus Christ. Why did you book this? This is just savage. Absolute savagery. Oh, the humanity. Jesus. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think this has actually turned into a shoot fight, real talk. I would not be surprised if just this divulged into everybody going in the business for themselves. I wasn't looking. Ruby hits Bianca with something, though. Jordan's got to get back in. She can't get back in. Bianca kicks. Bianca kicks out. Now the kick to the back of Ruby. Cora takes the bat and just absolutely swipes. Oh my God, Spanish Fly in the ring. And Bianca with a splash. Does she go for the cover here? Jordan and Cora, meanwhile, beating the absolute dog shit out of each other. And now things have slowed down a little bit. Jordan Grace showing off. Actually has the realm to do so. KOD onto Ruby. This would be a horrible way to start your Overdrive career. Here's the cover. 1, a 2. And Bianca Belair is the winner. Holy crap, everybody beat the absolute dog shit out of each other in that match. But Bianca comes out victorious with a clean KOD in the middle of the ring. But nothing can be taken away from all 4 women in this match. Jordan Grace was a human wrecking ball. Cora Jade took advantage of the opportunities when she needed. But, as so it goes, even with Ruby's performance, she takes the pinfall in her first ever glorious match. And we are going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be back in just a minute. Until then, enjoy this. The following broadcast has been authorized by the Otaku Collective Podcast.
Wow.
Oh, you just pissed me off. Oh, I'm gonna fight.
I add to his overhypeness. I do. I add to it. But taking like a large world view, right? Whenever he gets sealed in the manga, because he gets sealed, you can't tell me that the manga doesn't get better after that.
And we are back.
A match.
I mean, that legitimately just divulged into a shoot fight at ringside. Like, holy shit. Like, everyone was beating the absolute dog shit out of each other. And Bianca Belair comes up the victor, pinning Ruby Soho, but can't be, the effort that all 4 women put in cannot be understated.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, Ruby coming up short in her first match here on the white brand, but the future is bright. Bianca absolutely putting on the show. Jordan Grace throwing bodies everywhere. I'm for one, and I'm not surprised, but yo, what a match on her part. Obviously, Cora Jade, the young gun, absolutely showing she deserved to be here. I'm super excited for my women's division to continue evolving to be the best fan women's division, not only here in Overdrive, but on the planet. And I thank you all, ladies, for that match. Your bonus will be in the mail. But I'm very excited now to see Otis take on Ricochet here in this eliminator match, because this will be the first time we've seen our brand new world champion since Defiance.
That's right, of course, Otis taking out, not taking out, because Okada took out Adam Cole in that match, but Otis defeating Adam Cole and Okada to capture that championship. And what a moment that was for OCW. But his challenger tonight, absolutely no slouch himself. Ricochet very recently won that 6-man ladder showcase match. And of course, Keith Lee's coming off a victory over Miro just last week. And now Ricochet, absolute opportunity of a lifetime right here against the newly christened OCW World Heavyweight Champion, Otis. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. I had a conversation with Ricochet this morning, and he was talking about how excited he was for the opportunity and how much it meant to him with this being a brand new promotion, and yet it already being so not only revolutionary but prestigious, and to him, in his mind, becoming the first ever African American OCW World Heavyweight Champion means the world. And as a fellow African American, I completely understand where he's coming from, and I respect him, and I wish him well on that journey. But it's not about the color of your skin here in this promotion; it's about your ability. And obviously, both Otis and Ricochet have that. But I can't say I'd be lying if I don't wish Ricochet the absolute best of luck and the opportunity moving forward to make history here. Because I don't want to be the type of promotion that goes 40 years before somebody that looks like me and Ricochet is world champion.
No, absolutely fair enough. And, I don't think, Otis, I don't think Ricochet's really gotten an opportunity at a world title since he took on Brock Lesnar in Saudi Arabia in the Ultimate Universe, which was years ago at this point. I mean, that's pre-pandemic at this point. So, I mean, right here, a victory over the World Heavyweight Champion, who is actually wearing that belt around his huge waist. That belt does look good on him, I will admit.
Yeah, for sure. Surprised that fits, honestly. No offense to Otis. When we got this made originally, it was for Okada's son, and he's got a pretty slim waist, But I am very excited to see this match and what happens here, because it's a very different clashing of styles. Obviously, Otis not only has a phenomenal amateur wrestling background, but he's a powerhouse at the end of the day. He's a very big guy, and Ricochet is clearly the opposite of that. Speedy high flyer. Can the acrobatics and the athleticism of Ricochet, even though he's a pretty strong guy himself, take him the victory over the biggest guy in Otis?
I mean, I'd argue that there's a lot of athleticism on both sides, but as you said, it's a huge contrast of styles. And Otis, his style, well, I mean, powerhouse, just beating the ever-living dog shit out of you. And right now, he is absolutely going hard on Ricochet, but that's what you would expect from a champion. And Otis, hail to Canada, trying to end this early.
Ricochet fighting out. I mean, that one's gotta hurt, honestly. I've met Otis, great kid. Obviously, I've worked out with him a couple times. He's
my
very
goodness!
strong boy. Oh,
Ricochet able to take him down. Now Ricochet.
Again, that hug cannot feel good.
That can't feel good. Absolutely, champion-sized titties in your face. Now Otis stomped the back of the neck. And, of course, the key to Otis right now is keeping Ricochet grounded. As you said, Ricochet, one of the best high flyers in the game right now. You got to be able to counter his offense, or just keep him from going to the ropes in general. Thing is, though, Otis is no stranger to the ropes himself. We've seen him go to the top. So, maybe if Ricochet does get some of those high-flying moves off, maybe Otis tries to match him. Don't want to be shown up as champion.
Absolute pivotal slam there on the outside.
But the champion right now showing exactly why he's that. Effortlessly handling the high flyer and telling him to stay down. Otis, no. He just wanted a chance, Otis. The champion missed.
That one's gonna hurt for sure. Again, we were talking about Otis going to the top rope before. Definitely learning that high risk equals high reward here.
But trying to beat Ricochet at his own game, I'm surprised Otis is still back up and fighting back as is. Whoa, Ricochet! That's a lot of meat!
Ricochet. That's literally all on his back. He's got a squat at least 450 there.
That's a lot of meat. Oh, Ricochet. Oh, Pele kick!
What a Pele kick there.
Look, referee at the count of 5. Someone's got to get back into the ring. And Ricochet, even with the count-out victory, would get the opportunity here. Dropping Otis on the barricade.
That's again, the strength of Ricochet is insane here so far, ladies and gentlemen.
But Otis,
I just whipped Otis back into the ring. I honestly probably would have gone for the count-out victory there personally.
Nah, Ricochet trying to win this honorably. Top rope elbow drop.
Ricochet doing everything in his power to take out the back of the big man here.
And now trying to chop him down at the knee. Here's the cover. Champion's out of 2.
You can't.
Notice immediately back up. And these two going at it. Ricochet, springboard. Pele kick again!
Another Pele kick. Again, Otis doesn't only have to worry about possibly losing to Ricochet here tonight. There's still Mr. Break the Ceiling Kevin Owens, who has a major announcement next week.
And that might have been a World's Strongest Slam. Hold on a second. Here's the cover.
two
Otis is out
kick out by
again.
Otis. And yeah, not only that, but there's the former World Heavyweight Champion in Kazuchika Okada, who's honestly just kind of waiting in the wings. It's a very real possibility that Otis
And another
defends
drop.
that championship
Ricochet.
the next 2 or 3 weeks in a row. Ricochet.
And of course, as we said, oh, Ricochet!
Somebody.
This could be it! This could be it! Otis with a huge target on his back!
1, 2.
Ricochet wins!
Ricochet does it!
Wow! What a
What do we have
match
here,
by the
ladies and
Prince.
Ricochet offering his hand.
And a sign of respect.
Otis accepting absolute sign of respect here. Ricochet has earned a World Championship opportunity, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
3-star match from Uncle Dave.
I mean, and we weren't able to get into this, but, you know, Otis with winning that championship, a great moment, but that target on his back and Ricochet being one of those to fire his bullet, and he lands a successful hit on Otis. So now Otis has Ricochet to think about, Okada to think about, and Kevin Owens always proverbially in the back of his mind. Tough day for the Overdrive World Champion, but a great day for wrestling.
It's going to be honestly freaking a terrible month from Otis if this trend continues. Because again, you've got Ricochet now with a championship opportunity. You've got Okada, who has a contractually obligated rematch sometime soon. Kevin Owens with a free chance whenever he wants, as long as he announces it, to also challenge for that World Championship. And then again, Gable is one half of Alpha Academy. Bryan Danielson is also lurking in the wings after sweeping Chad Gable in that best of 7 series.
You know, and maybe the hurt of Chad Gable was on Otis's mind tonight. You know, back that Defiance probably used it as fuel for the fire, but you know, now having to be with Chad every day, lifting weights. I mean, Chad's got to be bummed out. That has to be in the back of Otis's mind. A very, very interesting title picture, and we do want to clarify real quick that Kevin Owens as Mr. Break the Ceiling has 6 months from when he won it to announce his intent for a championship match, and that deadline's coming up.
I mean, still got like, what, 4 months? 3?
Yeah, because that happened at the draft, so that was, around 4 months ago. So he's probably got about a month and a half left to cash that in.
We've been doing this 4 months?
We're on 11 episodes, dude, and we've done 2 pay-per-views. And the draft.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, time flies when you're building the greatest promotion that wrestling's ever seen.
4, 8. Damn, we took 2 weeks off, too.
That's
Holy
right.
shit. What the fuck?
Before you have an existential crisis, let's get into the next match.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the Ultimate Rivalry revisited. We've got Roman Reigns against the Rated R Superstar Edge.
Oh shit, they're right there.
Backstage brawl. Oh, Roman.
But they're not backstage quite yet, and the last backstage brawl never even went backstage. That's how heated and contested it was. And Roman immediately just talking smack to Edge, and Roman has to be pissed off. He has had a very tough time here in Overdrive. Hasn't really been able to find the success he wanted. Since Wrestle Mayhem, when he had that championship opportunity, he has not been able to get back. He does have victories over Lance Archer, but, a big boot by the Tribal Chief. But Roman has not been able to get his hands on any belt, much less the Overdrive World Heavyweight Championship, and he's letting Edge and his neck know it.
Absolutely planning the Rated R Superstar Edge here. Again, I don't know why when I schedule a backstage brawl, these dickheads just go to the back. That's an option, guys. I know the other brand started up front to look cool and shit, but we have an entire parking lot in the back. It's there casually.
Well, I mean, maybe they're taking care of each other, you know. I mean, Edge's neck probably, not good for bumping on the concrete parking lot, and Roman, well, is a pussy. As Edge absolutely plants Roman on the W right there.
Yeah, I don't know. You should be
Almost a
saying that
Superman punch.
when your tribal chief and mine has the goon squad and the bloodline is waiting in the wings. So
Not on my
if
brand.
you're
Shit.
walking in your yeah, but we park in the same place, bud.
Yeah, I have my parking spot and you have yours. What of it?
Yeah, right. You're cool, but that means they know where you park because they know where I park.
Well, why would
So
you
if we're
tell them
walking
where you park? This is your fault. It's always your fault.
No, because
As an
because
apron, Jesus Christ, by Edge.
oh, what a power bar! But no, I'm very open about how big of a not only of a fan of professional wrestling I am, but a student of the game. And that being said, I let my superstars know if they need anything that they can come to me. And I've had conversations in the parking lot with several of my members of my roster. So obviously they know where I park at, which means they know where you park. And for you to just be, saying what you're saying about our tribal chief, knowing that he also knows where we park, which means the Usos and Solo Sikoa know where we park. If we're walking back to our cars and some stuff happens, all I know is I didn't see anything, bud. Because I value my health, which you clearly do not.
I'm gonna send a text to my people. Move my fucking car now.
Roman.
Don't ask why.
Planning Edge.
No, this is not the cleaners. Alright, well hopefully that problem will get resolved, and so far these two beating the absolute hell out of each other, pretty much as we expected, but still not going backstage. In fact, I guess we should just call them brawls at this point, because nobody in this company wants to go backstage. There's not much of a backstage to speak of, but shit, there's a backstage.
I mean, well, at this point, that just means they're in a street fight. Or a false count anywhere, man.
Well, shit, we should just call it a street fight, then. We'll keep this in mind for next time. Because no one seems to like going backstage.
Alright, from now on, backstage brawls start backstage, guys. It's not. All you gotta do is meet up.
Well, one day they'll figure it out. But anyways, a whole ass match is happening here. Another big boot by Roman to the face of Edge. And Roman pointing to the sky saying he is the one. But is he? Because so far in Glory, he has not been. And like I said, that has to be driving him absolutely crazy. And Edge...
I mean, look.
Go ahead.
I've given Roman opportunity after opportunity. Free of charge. He beat the shit out of Lance Archer. That's really the only impressive thing he's done. I mean, Cody Rhodes, on the other hand, has done a lot, but you just can't grab the big one. But Roman can't even seem to, attempt to grab the big one.
I mean, he sniffed it. He sniffed it a couple of times. He was in that match at Mayhem, and honestly, because The Miz was pinned in that match by Okada, Roman distracted Cody from breaking up the pin, because they went after each other. Cody hit a move on Roman. Cody thought he was hot shit and didn't realize the pin was happening. Meanwhile,
that's
Roman,
another thing.
in the middle
I need to
of the
call
ring,
Miz. He's been shooting this new movie. I think it's Marine 9 or some shit.
Christ. Do we have to
he hasn't
promote
been
that?
here in
I
a
don't
bit.
want to promote that.
No, it's still a WWE thing.
Oh,
He
okay,
has
so
like
we
a
can't
lifetime.
promote that. Thank Christ.
Yeah. It's like a lifetime contract thing. Even though he doesn't work for them anymore, he works for the studio. It's weird.
It is what it is. And meanwhile, Edge, I want to say we haven't seen him since he had that match against Jeff Hardy so many weeks ago. The two of those, turning back the clock essentially and having a great match. I want to say that ended in 4 stars. And Edge right now is not looking too great against Roman.
Actually, he competed in that ladder match Ricochet won, which obviously panned out for Ricochet. Edge did indeed compete in the showcase ladder match. Ricochet
Superman punch. Well, then that match he had against Jeff was his last time in singles action. And speaking of singles, it's probably gonna take one single spear, but no cover. Oh no, Roman doesn't want cover. He's gonna try to knock Edge out. Edge is still standing. I mean, a Superman punch and a spear. Oh, wait, fuck. Wrong verse.
Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. Edge. No, not Execution. Edge-o-matic. One of them.
Edge of Tomorrow.
There's a lot of moves.
And Edge looking for the spear.
Looking for the spear, ladies and gentlemen.
And spear! Edge wins! One spear!
Edge knocking Roman unconscious there.
Two spears, one knockout. And what a victory for Edge, and maybe that'll get him on the path towards, I don't know, something.
Yeah, I mean, the international champion Finn Balor and Edge have some history. Maybe we'll see that next week.
Very interesting. The Rated R Superstar, a much-needed singles victory, but the continued struggles of one Roman J. Reigns continues.
I'm sure I'll get a phone call from Paulie about that before the night's over.
Shit, does that mean we have to bring him in now?
Possibly.
Listen, I kind of don't want to deal with that guy. Something about copyright issues and carbon copy issues.
Didn't he try to sue you like last year? What the whole thing?
I mean, I made fun of the fact that he had Heidenreich. He didn't like that much. You know, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Hopefully, we can get a restraining order before he comes here.
Yeah, I really don't want to have to deal with that. But speaking of things I do want to deal with, it's the Glorious Tag Team Championship, the Elimination Tag Tornado match. And I, for one, am absolutely backing the Creed brothers continue the youth movement, being the second ever Glorious Tag Team Champions and the youngest champions in the history of this promotion. I think they have all the ability in the world, but the Judgment Day and newly signed Dom Mysterio completing, at least on the men's side, the family. I'm very curious to see, can Priest and Dom win back the Glorious Tag Team Championships in the name of the Judgment Day, and Mommy, newly signed Rhea Ripley.
Now, a very interesting position for the Judgment Day, because Dom, of course, he was signed and brought in last week, and this is going to be his first ever match in OCW, and a great first match to have. But, of course, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, who's the international champion, losing those titles at Defiance. And honestly, I think, even though Priest might still be a little beat up from that, the freshness of Dominic Mysterio is getting his own entrance here, since this is his first match. You got to give it to him at least once. I think the freshness of Dom Mysterio, I think, ultimately wins the day. However, and this is the key for both teams, you gotta isolate the other team. You have to get that first elimination. All eliminations, of course, coming through tables.
Absolutely. Dominic, get the tables. I, for one, have to commend myself and the Creeds for the conception of this match, because they said, we know Judgment Day's coming back. We know they're a problem. We know they don't care about the rules. So we're going to take it to them the best way we know possible. And obviously, we couldn't get a cage, or should I say a cell, back-to-back that soon. So they say, what's the next best thing? Putting those sons of bitches through tables. You good, bud? I told you hitting the bowl at work isn't the greatest thing in the world to do.
Well, in the bowl, it was a vape, okay? I'm on tobacco now.
Oh, Mr. Cool Kid.
Not a cool kid. I had to stop, but I still need a buzz. I'm an addict, okay? I would ask you for help, but your 2D image. This is nothing against you. I just don't know how you can help me. You don't have fingers.
That's a good point.
I mean, lucky for you, everything is like voice automated, voice activated nowadays. So I mean, you're thriving.
Yeah, no, I tell Siri to order me food all the time. It's dope.
If not Siri, you have our Spanish announcer Alex, who's not here tonight, but is actually calling this backstage over the radio. Yes, we have radio. It's 72.3 The Bump. I don't fucking know.
The Bump is crazy. This thing has 100% copyright.
But anyways, both members of Judgment Day in the ring, ready to go, and Dominic, cut that mullet, of course.
No, bro. Wait, aren't you literally rocking a mullet right now, sir?
Do what now?
Aren't you literally rocking a mullet currently,
Well,
Seth?
no, that's why I'm glad he cut the mullet, because I truly have the best mullet in OCW right now. As the Creed brothers, leaders of the youth movement and glorious tag team champions, make their way to the ring. I mean, there's
Thank you guys
there's
for
a
being
reason.
the gold standard of tag team wrestling. I appreciate you so much.
You know, for as young as they really are professionals. And these guys, I mean, literally went through hell and back just to get these tag titles. You know, I mean, I'm talking bumps through cages, even though Damian Priest took that. I'm talking reverse shooting stars, just everything. Everyone put everything on the line, and whew, the Creed brothers came out victorious. But all that could be for naught. And Judgment Day could become the first ever 2-time tag team champions in OCW, and already off to a hot start and a missile drop kick by Dom.
Mysterio.
And Damian Priest trying to get off to a hot start, but of course taunting gets nobody anywhere. Oh, but wait, a missed splash.
Creed's not doing well right now.
Judgment Day absolutely bringing it, and maybe Damian Priest in better shape than we thought. It has been at least 3 weeks since Defiance, and Dom Mysterio's this first match. He's looking as fresh as ever.
Dom Mysterio flying all over the ring so far. The Creeds definitely still feeling that Hell in a Cell match so far, not being able to really get in the offense. Is Dom Mysterio finally missing on that springboard drop kick there.
And he's in the ring with Brutus, and Julius is handling things with Damian on the outside. He's got Damian against the barrier. And now Julius draping him over. Jesus Christ. But now going after
Dom there.
And Dom was probably looking to get the tables, but
Julius neckbreaker there.
And Julius saying not yet. And now Julius underhook overhead suplex.
Again, the power of both Creed brothers is absolutely insane. Julius in particular.
Well, now everybody is on the outside. And I believe it was Brutus who traveled to the top of the cage and sent Damian through it, and then Julius was the one who hit that tremendous-looking shooting star. I mean, there's a reason why we put that shit in the intro. That shit just looks absolutely phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. As Dom Mysterio puts the table into the ring. I thought I said ring into the table, but then I was like, wait, I said that correctly. I doubt my own abilities, and I'm becoming color commentator of my own goddamn company. Anyways.
Draping Dom's neck there.
Well, now looks like Brutus on the outside has a ladder, and I can only imagine the number of high spots going through his mind. Suplex onto the ladder by Damian.
High-low there by Julius to Dominic.
And Julius was trying to get that table set up, but Dominic stopped it. But now Brutus going to get that table set up, takes out Priest, and what the fuck? I don't want that same fucking table bullshit that we had at Defiance with the U.S. title match. God, fuck that shit. Good match, but fuck that. That was 2 minutes of my life I'm never getting back.
No, my guys have a little bit more common sense than that.
Fuck you.
Brutus.
Now Brutus maybe looking for a second table, and he finds one.
Oh, stiff knee there.
And quite honestly, with a well-executed, tag maneuver, one team could take out the other team, in one blow.
No, that's a good point.
That really could happen, and maybe that's what Brutus was going for.
Drop kick there.
Now basement drop kick on the Dom-Doms. And now setting up the table is Brutus, but Julius is in his way. Never mind, he sets it up regardless. Belly to belly! Julius and Damian, the two biggest men in this match. A suplex onto the back of the table. And now Dom. Oh, what's he thinking?
Yeah, he looked for the 619 maybe, but I don't know.
But Brutus recovered quickly. Oh, Diamond's Edge!
Powerbomb.
That's not what it is, but that's what we're calling it. And now, a bit of a stalemate.
Oh, another swinging neck breaker.
But now it's 2-on-1. Creed brothers need to take advantage. And, well, wait a minute. Wait a second. Whoa! Oh!
Mysterio. Oh,
He almost went through
I thought
it.
it might have been in there.
Wait a second! Dom Mysterio's gone!
Out of nowhere, German there.
Reversal of
Priest
fortune!
is all alone.
And that was Brutus, I believe. I got the elimination. So now Damian Priest, as you said, all on his own. He's about to be south of heaven, if you get what I'm saying. And that is not a good look if you are that douchebag, Dom Mysterio. I'm not calling him a douchebag. That's just his nicky name that Greg and I gave him.
Dirty Dom Mysterio. Unfortunately, having a terrible opening showing here.
That douchebag
man
GM
eliminated.
is not approved by Elias Storm, owner and operator of Overdrive Glory.
It is definitely not. That is Dominic Mysterio. All right, one of the greatest third actually generation superstars of all time.
Dom Mysterio did have a bit of a struggle. Like, he was a good wrestler, but wasn't getting interesting storylines. But of course, Rey Mysterio, kind of just kept stepping over him. And honestly, Dom's heel turn has been one of the better ones in recent memory.
Priest.
Oh, wait, Priest. Priest could even it up here. Oh, wait. Oh, no. And the Creed
Fighting
brothers.
out of it. Oh, no. Creed brothers.
Are they looking to end it
That
together?
double team maneuver.
Are they looking to end it together? Oh, the table falls, but there's still one in the corner. Damian!
Priest fighting.
Oh, looking for Razor's Edge. Oh, on the shattered remains of what was a table. Now, Julius, whatever the fuck that was, table doesn't break. Julius again, possibly looking for that shooting star. He misses.
That was almost really bad.
And Brutus almost cost him the match. He almost set up the table right where Julius was going. Damian Priest
absolutely getting worked over here. Rolling out of the ring is his best. He's got to separate the Creeds long enough to put one of them through a table.
He kips up. Oh, that was for nothing. The Creed brothers using that numbers game. Damian just trying to get any advantage he can.
I mean, to be fair, out of the two members of Judgment Day in this match, Priest was definitely the better option to try and do a 2v1.
Probably so. And now back in the ring goes Priest, and he's got to get something going because the Creed brothers, the current tag champions, humiliating the Judgment Day.
Irish whip here. Oh!
And taking out the tree at its base. And more moves, and they're just, I mean, these are just two boys playing with the toy they found at the bottom of the cereal box at this point, man. They're just
that analogy is out of pocket.
Why? Why? Explain to me why that's out of pocket. I just thought it was clever.
No, it's not out of pocket in the way you're thinking. It's just out of pocket in general. Absolutely getting stomped on here.
As out of pocket as it may be. Oh, wait a fucking second.
Priest just busted open. Oh, what a shot to Brutus there. This is his opportunity.
But Julius was setting up the table. He couldn't see what was happening to his brother. Now he does. And wait, getting both of them with a kick. Taking down one, Priest. Not the other.
This is the momentum Priest needs to have. He's going to try and even this match up.
Oh, wait a second. This could indeed. You could be right. This could be his chance. But Damian's got to look out behind him. Oh, Julius slipped. Brutus slipped.
Oh, wait, Priest kicking up.
Priest just showing all kinds of resiliency, but he takes wood to the ass. Oh, but he's still fighting back.
Again, Damian Priest is the absolute monster of a man. He's the Archer of Infamy for a reason. But he's got to separate the Creeds here.
Julius.exe stopped working for a sec. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. A Razor's Edge through a table would work. Oh, Priest can't afford to get sent to the outside. This could be his best chance. Back up.
Priest.
looking for South of Heaven. One man
South
down.
of Heaven connects, but
oh my God! But Brutus showing off that
release
power.
German there.
And Brutus looking to set up another table. He's got 2 options now. This could be it. This could be the match. He's got 2 options. Setting him up, and there goes the battle.
Through the table. Priest fought valiantly, but unfortunately, 2-on-1 was just one too many.
But an absolutely defining victory for the leaders of the youth movement, the Creed brothers. And they end the brand Glory, still tag team champions, and Brutus got busted open for his efforts.
Clink it? Oh, they didn't. That's fine.
Nah, not yet.
And still your glorious tag. Look at those beautiful white leather straps.
Now those 2
Creed
exchange
bros.
a fist bump.
Stand tall, ladies and gentlemen. 3.5 stars.
And that concludes what's been a very interesting and experimental version of Overdrive Glory. Elias, what are your thoughts on tonight?
Experimental is very interesting. Where do you use it?
Well, I mean, it was.
But,
Finisher match, an elimination tables match. First time those stipulations have been used in this company.
That's fair. I'm going in very excited. I think Diesel Dave for the first time might have been a little bit cheap on the star ratings. I think besides maybe the finisher match, I think we had 4-star matches across the board. But hey, you win some, you lose some. Definitely a phenomenal show. I'm absolutely proud of everybody who competed here tonight. I've got to take some of the matches that happened here tonight into consideration for the next few weeks, especially with Battle Scars being only 2 or 3 weeks away. Next week is going to be very interesting for sure. I'll say that. But phenomenal card tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for competing as hard as you guys did, and you will be rewarded promptly. And I can't wait to see if Pride can compete.
I mean, honestly, I would call an ice company a company that makes ice, like bags of it, and just be like, hey, I need all of your ice. They're like, what do you mean? All of your ice, because with everybody beat the fucking dog shit out of each other, at least 4 out of these 5 matches, man. Get those motherfuckers in the back some ice. Please. This isn't a work, this is a shoot. Please. I begged so hard, he completely faded out of existence. Well, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a statement. No, I was reading the tweet. Just saying thank you for professional wrestling. Because, again, Overdrive Glory just absolutely stealing the show consecutively. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, you say you're stealing the show, but we are going to steal the show, because not only do we have another installment of the Blind Bandit Invitational, but one final symphony coming up over on the Orange brand if you're watching the live stream. If not, you can catch the replay. Should be up around the same time this is up. But until then, for Elias Storm, my name is Stanley Brewer, and thank you very much for watching Overdrive Programming. We will see you guys in a bit. And where's the button? There it is.